Hi again, IDS-410. It is Wednesday, about 3 o'clock here in beautiful Phoenix, and I wanted to talk about formatting. So y'all have expectation, you know what I expect, and won't be any confusion. I'm going to post an announcement that lists some of these things, okay? So let me take a look at this. All right, so I am going to post this, but I wanted to go over the basics that I expect, all right? First, what I don't expect, please do not submit any paper in a single paragraph, okay? I won't even read it. 1 page, 2 page, when it's just one paragraph, I don't even read it. I'll kick it right back to you, ask you to redo it, okay? Let's see. Secondly, let's see. What do I have? Oh, I wanted to say great job on the papers and the discussion boards. You guys are really, and I'm not kidding you, you're probably off to the best start of any of my classes. I assume that's because of my teaching. And like I say here, don't answer that. Because whatever, you guys are just a sharp group. And I've taken calls from students. I got another one coming today. I gotta get this video done, I think. And we're just gonna, we keep moving that way. We get it narrowed down to what a good project is here in this class, because the title is daunting. The objective may be a little confusing. So I really want you to get on the right page, okay? And I like the hunger to solve a lot of the big problems. We're gonna start though a little smaller, okay? So formatting, I prefer APA formatting. If you're familiar with the different types of formatting, you got APA, MLA, and Chicago. I don't know many people use Chicago. Sorry, that's my Chicago accent. I'm from Milwaukee, so there's a rivalry. If you don't use APA and you use one of the others, APA or Chicago, then just let me know if you want to use those, and I'll try to remember that the rest of the semester. Having not doing that, I expect APA. It's pretty simple. I'm going to include the link to the Shapiro Library APA formatting site from your SNHU library, which will tell you how to format anything, okay? It's not that daunting, okay? It's basic stuff. It's expected in an academic setting. Some of you are going to go on to grad school. Some of you don't know you're going to go to grad school, but you probably will someday. Know that formatting it's a must, okay? It's perfection. It's like legal writing. You know, there's a certain style legal writing. Those of you have ever done that, it's got to be held up in court, things like that, okay? So first of all, let's go through some easy basics. No cover pages. I don't need a cover page until the end. Uh-oh, eagle sign, age, okay. No cover pages. End of the class, last paper. If you want to, that's wonderful. Certainly don't use any multicolors anywhere. All black, please. Keep it basic. No cover page. Name on the paper, must. I think it's common sense, but a lot of people don't because you're submitting it in your own portal, but I want your name on the paper, okay? By the way, that paper is a Word doc, right? No PDF, no pages, and no one did that, so we're good. Name on the paper, you can use a header if you want a running head, or just put it at the top, okay? I just want to know whose it is so I don't have to keep looking back, all right? And that way it's yours to claim, okay? Well, let's see. After those basics, paragraph indents. I was talking about that. Yeah, indent your paragraphs. Get a sense of where a new paragraph starts after an old one ends, right? It's not just a random every 3 sentences. It is a change of tone, topic, texture of the writing that wants you to take a breath. We're going to indent here as a paragraph, okay? There are writing tutors available for you at SNHU if you'd like to use any. I'm sure you can get that from just from your main page, okay? Also, Times New Roman 12-point font. Simple. Just don't let it, it's going to default probably to Calibri 12. I want Times New Roman. It's a standard classic that's used in academic writing, and we don't want to go too far off that. Okay. Subheadings, as I mentioned before, please use them. You don't have to make them bigger. You could bold them. There's my yarn. There it is. I was waiting for that. Sorry. You can use subheadings to show me, the reader, that you're talking about a different section of the paper, a different criteria from it, whatever. You can do that in your discussion boards, or okay? Because we have the rubrics to follow. Rubrics will break it down. If you can match the rubric to your writing in subsections, you're going to be chef's kiss golden, right? Double line spacing, double line spacing. It might look big and awkward, but double line spacing is the way to go. It's easier to read. If you don't know how to do it, let me know, but it's just highlight the whole thing up on top in your Word doc. You'll have that part where there's the spacing. Click on 2 and you get double line. Let me know if you have trouble with that. Otherwise, it gets jammed up. Okay. Citations. That's the tough one. You got to do it, okay? Because I want you to use resources. If you don't use resources in this course or any research course, that means A, you don't know what you're doing because you got to have a resource. These papers are not about your personal experience or opinion about the topic and you're going to write about it. No, these papers are about you compiled the research that came before you. How does that research that came before you inform your study, your problem? Were there solutions that you're considering tried in other places? What was the success or failure on those? What do you attribute that to? Okay, so you'll see these in some of the instructions, but you're going to use resources for that, all right? And you have to cite when you use words from your sources, okay? And the citations, the basic thing is this. You got a resource list on the bottom, right? And you have your sources. Anything that you cite in text needs to have a corresponding resource in the resource list. Vice versa. Anything in that resource list, any source, has to have a corresponding citation in the paper. It's equal. Now, you can have one resource and 4 in-text citations, and I'm going to yawn again. Or, but, so you don't have to repeat the same source for the same citation, but, for different citations. Again, look at the APA page that I'm giving you for examples, right? The way you cite, don't guess, don't wing it, okay? Let's just say you use a quote. By the way, under 30 words in a quote. Anything 30 or more, you're supposed to block the quote. Don't even bother with long quotes, okay? Don't. If it's long and you want to use them both, figure out a way to split it up, all right? Use shorter quotes. At the end of the quotation, that's where after the quotation mark, here comes your parentheses, the last name of the author, authors. And if there's more than one, use an ampersand, not the word and, ampersand. And then comma, and the year of the publication, close parentheses, then the punctuation. I'm going to tell you right now, you will shock me if this class can do 100% and not put the citation after the punctuation. I don't want it there. Because what I'm going to tell you then is your citation is starting the next sentence, and you don't want that, okay? So keep it before the punctuation. That'll work great. Again, refer to the APA formatting page there, all right? Your resource list, it starts at the top of the first blank page after you're done with I don't care if your paper goes and bleeds into one more page, you skip the whole rest of that page and you go to the next blank, that's where you start your resource list. Resources on top, center justified. The rest of the paper has your resources. They are not numbered, okay? They are not bullet pointed. They are not center justified. They are alphabetized by last name of the first author, okay? And then they are in hanging paragraph format. If you don't know what hanging paragraph format is, I write it down here. You can Google it. You can set up a call with me. Anyway, you're so much better. Protect yourself and your score by knowing what a hanging paragraph is, that it's not center justified like you're writing an Irish poem, and it's not bullet points like you're writing a to-do list, okay? That's not it. It's hanging paragraphs. Double line spacing with no spaces between entries. It's a thing of beauty, okay? What I probably will do is attach an example of a good resource list so you can see it in action, okay? I don't want to go too long on this video, but I want to emphasize these things. It's important in your academic writing. You're getting ready to graduate, most of you, and it's important to wrap this thing up with a bow and make it look good. I refer to formatting like any of you in real estate or anybody that's got common sense, right? If you were out to buy a house and you pull up and you look at the house and the bushes aren't trimmed, the grass is 4 feet tall, the sidewalk's cracked, and windows are boarded up, you're driving off unless you want to get it, unless you knew that going in, it was a steal. But let's say the same house on the inside was like a castle. It was a dream house come true. You can't believe how good it was, and you didn't see it because the outside was bad. Conversely, you pull up, outside looks fabulous. So you said, we're checking this house, and you go in, it's like, nah, it's not too bad, but that outside really looked good. So it's the same with formatting, okay? If I pull up to your paper and I look at it, it's all this, like John Smith's personal formatting system, I ain't gonna like that. That's no curb appeal. I'm not gonna like going inside and seeing what's in there, because the content could be brilliant, but I'm not gonna like it just because the outside sucks, right? Conversely, if that thing is formatted wonderfully, I'm gonna look at the content and I'm gonna say, well, the formatting is great. It makes sense. It helps your paper, okay? I'm sorry, that's the rules. I didn't make them, okay? But so just get what I mean by that, right? Okay, I'm not going overboard on either side of that. I just want to make that example, okay? So, having said that again, any questions on formatting, set up a call, all right? My high schools are off for spring break till the 25th, I think. I didn't go to jury duty because I was in the hospital Saturday with a little touch of pancreatitis, nothing bad. I'm going to live through that. So, we all got our crosses to bear. We got this, and so I'm available, okay? What the heck else do I have to do? Okay, thanks very much for watching. Guys, have a great rest of your week, and I'm going to say peace.